A lot of couples enter into marriage with silent expectations. Yeah, I don't know why I'm laughing in this video, but this topic I'm about to dissect right now is one that is very controversial. I mean, this silent, I don't know, that's why I'm laughing. I just need to put myself in the mood to talk about these things. This silent expectation I'm talking about is something that maybe couples might not really talk about before getting into marriage. And yeah, on the wife side, she expects the husband to, always provide, and the husband might expect the wife to always cook and clean, nurture, do whatever needs to be done at home. And now let's go to social media. Social media would mock a traditional marriage where the setting is okay, the husband provides and the wife does what she can, being a stay at home mom. Then they call this type of marriage outdated. That traditional setting, they call it outdated, and people come around to say, okay, women don't need men, women are independent, should be independent, and men would say that they should be the leaders, and all those drama that goes on social media. What I want to talk about, or what I just want to say, is that you guys, these things are not, it can never be a one size fits all. I mean, look at your home and do what is best for your home, for your family, provided it is not hurting either husband or wife. So that's by the way. Anyway, in my household now, we have the traditional setting that people usually mock. They mock, but I'm not even mad about that because people are entitled to their opinion. Their opinion doesn't even affect me. My husband is the sole provider of our family. He pays all the bills. Yeah, there's nothing to add to that. He pays all the bills. Nobody can come and shame me for that. Nobody can come and tell me, okay, you're just being a stay-at-home mom, you're just being a housewife. There's actually somebody that told me that in this day and age, I'm just being a housewife. And why would I be that in this day and age? I'm like, you guys don't know what comes with being a housewife. Like, who even brought up that name? Who brought up that name? I'm laughing. Then she was like, you don't just stay and be a housewife. Okay, then some people will tell you, what if something happens tomorrow? What are you going to fall back on? I'm like, why is that your headache? The person that is inside your marriage does not have that at the back of her mind. You're the one drinking Panadol for another person's headache. Why is that your headache? Like, why are you crying more than the bereaved? I mean, like, I don't get it. If I just want to clear something. If the reason for you getting married or having a job while married as a woman is so that you have something to fall back on in case your husband leaves you, I mean, you already have a foundational problem with that marriage. Correct me if I'm wrong. You already have a foundational problem. Like, because these are the things that don't even come into they don't come into my mind. God has said I should not be anxious for anything. You're not the one being anxious on my behalf. He said we should think about today. You're the one being anxious on my behalf. Me that I'm not even anxious. I'm not thinking about who is going to leave who tomorrow. Would I still make money? Definitely. Would I provide for things around my home? Obviously, yes. I'm not shaming women that do that. At the same time, you don't shame women that choose to stay at home at some certain point in their lives to raise children. You don't do that. If it doesn't work for you in your home, fine. If it doesn't work, like, can everybody just let everybody be? I'm not hurting you with me staying at home. So why are you shaming me for being a mother, staying at home with my children? Did my husband complain to you that he's the person that pays all the bills, like he's the sole provider of the family? And oh no. Did I complain to you that I don't have money? No. I did not come to you to meet you for money. Like, why do people just I don't just get it. Like, when I eventually start making money. I mean, I've done one or two things in the past which didn't work out because I had my kids back to back. And when I'm pregnant, I'm like, please, F it, let everything just go and sit down. I had my kids without spacing. In fact, there was no spacing. I've even had helps also that helped me with these kids. Two helps. One just stayed for like a month, and the other one stayed for me for 4 years. But I still needed to be with my children, even with helps. If you know how tasking being a stay-at-home mom and being the only one taking care of your children and doing everything around the house is, you would not even shame anybody for that. I mean, when I was before I had any help at all, it was even my in-laws. Yes, my in-laws were the ones that were that actually told me that I needed help because it's not easy. They got me the two helps that I ever had. It's not We're not just chilling. It's not easy. You don't downplay anybody's struggles or anybody's role in the home because you feel yours is better. It's not a competition whatsoever. Husband and wife should not compete on who is doing more or doing less because you both are giving your 100. You're giving the best you can at that given point in time for the betterment of your family. If eventually I start making money, it's not because I want to run away or because my husband wants to leave me. Why would that be that at the back? Why would that be the driving force for somebody to make money as opposed to fulfillment, helping others, like making people smile? Why would they? But I don't just get it. If you get it, please drop it in the comment section for me. So now my husband goes out. I mean, what I want to say is that when you understand gender roles, you should know that there should be empathy from both sides. That's why I tell you, marry a man that has empathy, even a woman that has empathy. Now, because my husband is the sole provider of of the home, of my household, am I going to finish him with bills? No, because I have empathy. I put myself in his shoes. Because I'm the one doing 90% of the housework, is he going to finish me with housework? And oh no, there are days that I'm not even up to it. I don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything around the house. And we go ahead ordering food outside. That is a man that has empathy. Now, for my husband, would I say because he's just providing, he's not doing anything around the house? I mean, the highest my husband could do is cook, and that's once in a blue moon. I'm not even going to come here and lie. Would I now say, okay, because he's just providing, you don't do anything around the house? Then when he goes to work and comes back home, I begin to complain. All this. I'm doing this around the house. You're not even helping out. No, I don't. I do what I can, and I leave the rest because there are times he's at work working overnight, back to back, barely having enough sleep, and I'm at home. I'm lounging. I'm sleeping. I'm not even cooking because when he's not around, I don't really need to cook. You know that kind of cooking that these men they love to eat. I'm lounging. I'm sleeping. So when he is at home and he needs that rest, I allow him be. He should rest. And I do things around the house myself. So do what like walk around the theme theme of your home. Like when you guys are a team, you walk around the theme of your home. Now, there are things that just come naturally for women, obviously, and for men. Obviously, when I drive also, when we're going out and we're going out together, definitely my husband will be the one to drive. And the house, obviously I'm the one that will cook, even though my husband was the one that taught me to cook. But right now I'm not even sure he's a great cook again because he has relaxed and I've let him relax and whatsoever it is. And I'm not even mad at it. I mean, even as a team, there are things that just come naturally. Like one person would obviously do better than the other person. When it comes to my children, because I spend more time with them, I know what they need at a certain point in time. Does that mean that my husband is not being a good father? And oh no, he is, in fact, the best father. So know your responsibility as a father, know your responsibility. A mother has her own responsibility, a father has her own responsibility, rather his own responsibility. Then I don't know, just walk around, be a team. Sometimes these things just come naturally. It's not just something that you just sit down and start asking the question, okay, who is going to do this? Well, it's not contract. I don't understand what is wrong with the people of this generation now. It's not it just flow with the natural ambience in your home. Why you people making a fuss out of everything? There is nothing right now, because even though my husband makes all the money and provides everything in the house, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that he would not come up to me and ask if he wants to buy. He wanted to buy his car. He told me first. And I gave him the go ahead. Yes, you might claim it as control. It's not control. He just knows that we are a team. Whatsoever it is, he tells me first. If I say no or I'm not really sure about it, he pauses. Yes, it's not because some people will say, okay, marry a man, so work or something like that, so that your man will show you respect. It doesn't work that way. Any man that will respect you because of your money, because you have money as a wife, please check that man. Check that man. Check that man. If he doesn't respect you when you don't have money, he ain't gonna respect you when you have money. So there is no one size fit all for all this type of thing. Would I work eventually? Eventually, how they pronounce it? Like I, yes, I would. Most especially because I want to build house for my parents. I owe my parents a big deal. My parents are my number one fan on this YouTube street. So I owe them a house now. I owe them a lot. Definitely, I will give that to them by the grace of God. And we are not rich. The only rich we are is we are rich in Jesus' name. But we as a family, we are content. And that's okay for us. So you guys should stop shaming women. When you even see a woman that is working and being the sole provider of her home, they would also shame her for that. They would say the husband should step up. Why? You don't do that. You're not in their home. You guys should stop that henceforth, please. If anything happens to the kids and the mother is not present, it's the woman they will still shame first. So just do you. Because I'm doing everything in the house, okay, I'm the cook, I'm the, call me a cleaner, call me whatever. I'm the nanny, I'm everything. Would my husband now come back from work in the middle of the night and tell me to prepare something for him to eat? And oh no, why? Because he has empathy. So always put yourself in your spouse's shoes. Because my husband, there is nothing now that I'll tell my husband that is within his capability or capacity to do financially that he would not do for me. There is nothing. Now, would I misuse that or overuse that or take that for granted? And oh no, because body no be firewood. To provide for a family is not easy. So it's not every time I'll be demanding this, demanding that. So please have empathy. That is just the whole idea of gender roles. Do you get? Fathers can provide, fathers can nurture, fathers can, but I don't think that nurturing comes naturally for fathers, but doesn't mean that they can't do that. Mothers can also provide, mothers can nurture. So please let's put an end to this whole shaming people for whatever is working for them in their home. Then, if at all we find ourselves abroad where man and woman, husband and wife have to work, and you know what they say, definitely we're going to have that conversation and we'll always come to an understanding because we are a team. We are a team. So, gender roles, are they ruining marriages? No, gender role is not ruining any marriage. Mm-mm. It's not. It's just the lack of understanding that is ruining marriages. There's no understanding. But at the same time, when I want to put sentiments into this whole thing, I personally feel that mothers should be allowed to be there. I mean, they should, if they want to be there for their young children specifically, between the ages of 0 to 3, 0 to 5, I don't know, they should be allowed to do that, provided it is their choice. I mean, no woman should be forced to go and work, because whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, children need their mothers at such tender age. They need their mothers, maybe even more than the fathers. There's a reason for that. I don't know the reason. Go and make your research. But I know they do. It doesn't mean that the father should not be present. That's not what I'm saying. But a woman that wants to be there for her children should be allowed to do that, not forced to go and work. Then when she's done with the whole, I don't know, she should just be allowed to do that. I mean, but for her to be able to do that, she needs a proper setting. Like when she's married, obviously, to the father of her children, and the father of those children is also empowered to go out and provide for that, for his family, yeah, but wife and children. That's just what I feel. I mean, this video is one of my longest videos. So gender role is not killing marriages, you get. It's just lack of understanding. It's not about you being man enough or you being woman enough or just trying to prove something to anybody. I'm not proving anything to anybody. I work at my own pace and I'm happy, I'm content where I am. It doesn't mean that I do not strive to be more as a woman, obviously, but I am content right now while still hoping to be better. Do you get? Yeah, I've rambled enough in this video. That brings me to the end of this video. I want to know what works for you in your home. How is the setting like, and what has worked over the years? Has there been any change, or I don't know, has it just been the same? For me, it has been the same for, this is 9 years in marriage now. It has been the same. See, I would make money and I'll spoil my husband because he has tried. Yeah, he has tried. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video. Please like this video and comment. I would love to see your comments. Bye.